Good very early morning everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today I'm streaming the first day of the final stages for the NA server. Hence why it is very early morning for me, because it is like it's nearing 4 a.m. here. So you can imagine I'm half that, but I am looking forward to it already. Here's the garage already in the room. Obviously you're not going to see that. First, a bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone being able to stream snipe anyone. There are rewards for watching this stream. You have to make sure that you are watching through the portal of your server. Basically, APAC players, EU players and NA players can get rewards for watching this. You just need to make sure that you are watching through the portal. When you are on the portal, you need to make sure that you are logged in, you need to make sure that you've accepted cookies, and you might have to click away a pop-up once the timer starts at the hour. So that's basically the house cleaning out of the way. We are looking forward to a very fun top 4 for the NA server. I've been watching all the round robin rounds and honestly it's been pretty tight. Like even when the scores weren't that tight, the games were pretty close and it's just been really good fun to watch. Also, one of the things that I really like that Wargaming has done is this. Like, you have this little thingy in the garage. And, like, these are the teams. You have Origin, which is X, Ponda, Jokers, and Leverage. But, I like this. Yeah, get these little snippets of extra information about the teams and the people. Oh, God, you can actually... That's stupid. You can't actually see that on stream because... I don't know. But, yeah, in that little Blitz Summer Cup tab, you actually have, like, these little... team member snippets about who they are, how old they are, what their favorite tanks is and everything, what their average damage is as well. Like for instance, you have Yavi the Conqueror. He's 19, he's from Jokers, he's played 42,000 battles. His favorite tank is the mouse and his average damage per battle is 1500. It's little stuff like that. It's quite fun. I kind of like them doing that. So yeah, you have like all this extra information there. I hope they do that for all the servers because that's actually really good fun. Because the thing is that you also get to know people more. Some of the people I've seen around for literal ages, but you don't you don't know them. I just know them from watching tours. But then you also see like Lakami. He's 28 years old, so he's one of the veterans in age-wise, so to speak. And it's fun when you get stuff like that. Little bits of snippets of information and everything. So be sure to check that out. But now we are ready to go into the room. Like I said, we've got Leverage versus Jokers to start with. And that's going to be great fun to watch. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left before we go into the actual battle. It's also kind of funny, like the differences between the servers. Like I'm from EU region, so I've streamed the EU region. This is my first time streaming NA this season. That's also why I watched the round robin rounds from the streams that NA had. Because I wanted to get like a bit of a feel for the teams and everything. And yes, some of the names and some of the teams I've seen around for ages. But that doesn't mean that it's that they're playing the same way all the time. So kind of like just to get a feel for the teams. I've been watching that. And I just noticed how often... NA uses Kranwagens compared to EU, and it's like you always get a little bit of a different style between the servers, so that's fun on its own. That's one of the reasons why, if my health was okay and I had the days to take off work, I would still be streaming every server because it's just so much fun. Also, for the ones that are on the portal, the timers have not started yet. That's the thing. They start on the hour. Well, by the time you hear this, they will have started. But that's not a matter. Anyway, 1 minute left to go. We have Javi in the Kranwagen and Kakati as well. We see an IS-7 for Jokers together with 2 Streetwagens and 2 LTs. Whereas Leverage is getting ready in an IS-7, an E5, 3 Kranwagens, an LT and a Steve. I always... like, it is officially called a Streetwagen K. But that's very long to say, so I just call them Steves. Just so you know. So yeah. Half a minute left to go before we go into the battle. I apologize for any brain derps that I have beforehand. That is to do with sleep deprivation. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will do my utmost best to not disappoint. There we go. Timers have now started. If you're watching on the portal, you should see a blue counter going up. If that's not the case, and you have to pop up to click away. If that's not the case, be sure to refresh to make sure that the blue timers work, because you need the blue timers to count towards the keys. And here we go. First game of the evening. First game of the top 4. And honestly, there's been some really epic moments for both these teams, and it's been really good fun. Really looking forward to. Ado apparently can't talk on voice, is my assumption there. Leverage heading towards the middle, going for the base. Fero heading towards base D. Nemo is apparently not on voice at all. Big Baby Boom Boom is crossing over here. Both teams are capping a base. And I think that Big Baby is going... Ooh, nice HE reset there. And with C almost capped and with D getting capped as well, this will give Jokers a very comfortable point advantage. At the same time, we see Light losing more and more HP. He's in a very precarious position. And Javi has lost quite a bit of HP as well. But at the same time, they've only now managed to cap base B. And they only have 1 base, whereas Jokers has 2. So again, that's still a very comfortable lead there. HP wise is negligible, but the difference between them. And now we have Lek. Come on, don't let me down. There we go. Your Light is not going to survive for much longer, because they're not coming to his aid. They're sacrificing him in the hope to keep the advantage. Ranger is pushing on base D on the other side. They're trying to go after Javi. Base D is getting capped with Ado and Ranger there. But they are just going for it. Oof. Oops. Loses a whole lot of HP there. I'm not sure that that was their intention. Fero gets tracked there with an HE shot that does not do what they wanted it to do. Ranger goes down. Ado now alone versus 2 lights. That is not going to go well for him. And on the other side we have Jokers pushing in as well. Basically cleaning house. MJ takes out Fero. And oops, does take another hit, but is about to... No, it's actually... Oh no, he did get it. There was just a fire line on the other side as well. Danny's being pushed. It's just Danny and MJ now. Versus 6 guns from Jokers. That is too many guns to deal with. And they have no chance. Danny being set upon here. There goes MJ and there goes Danny. And the first game is convincingly for Jokers here. The thing is with Leverage, I was trying to deduce sort of type of playstyle that they might do. And I couldn't really figure them out. But then I understood that they have some ex-Jokers players since last season. And apparently, I mean, then that makes sense. Because you get like a sort of mixture of different types of gameplay. And that makes them sort of like a dark horse in all the positive meanings of the word. Because it makes them unpredictable. But yeah, this battle was very convincingly won by Jokers, getting that early advantage there, both with the guns but also with the caps. Definitely helped there and basically gave them a position of strength to move from. Always find it so funny, by the way, when you look at the YouTube stats. I got like a gazillion people watching, and then when the timer starts, it all drops down because of the fact that the portal viewers aren't counted. But yeah, 53 seconds left to go. Leverage now ready with an IS-7, 2 60Ps, 2 Kraanwagens, an LT and a Steve. Whereas Jokers is taking 3 Kraanwagens, an IS-7, 1 Steve, a TVP and an LT. I like this though, like the whole different kinds of lineup that you see between EU and NA. And yes, I will keep comparing it because EU is sort of like my home base, so to speak. And it's funny to watch, and funny not in the oh my god this is ridiculous, no, funny in the that there's such big differences between the lineups between the servers. I kind of like that. Keeps things interesting. But here we go, getting ready for the second battle in this best of 7. Also, just to explain, this is a double elimination, so whoever loses this matchup isn't out of the tournament yet. They can still fight their way back up through the lower bracket. But by the end of the night, we will know which top 3 we have. Someone will be knocked out. Ado giving tips and tricks in chat. I think that's a big disadvantage though. Danny already getting spotted there. But I think it's a big disadvantage. Oh! I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure that that was meant to happen. But Big Baby Boom just dropped down very aggressively. Lost a chunk of health. Yaro also not looking too healthy though. Being stopped from ever getting near base A. MJ and Jelite taking shots as they cross over. SVN and Big Baby Boom are basically facing off against one another. So this is the thing though, like Jokers had this really aggressive move with Big Baby Boom. Big Baby Boom Boom, I should say. And basically it stopped Leverage in their tracks. It did exactly what it probably was meant to do. But it looked really, really funny and it looked like a big mistake. But it's obviously worked out really well because now basically Jokers again has a comfortable point advantage. It's only one tank skill, but they also have a comfortable HP advantage. And that's worth a lot too. Ado is going towards the ramp here. And Jokers is comfortably dug in. The thing is that they need to protect base B at all costs. That's the only thing. But at the same time, Leverage will know that as well. So when they push B, normally you would see a tank or two over here. And those would be the weak spots, so to speak. Because those are the ones that you can rush. That's exactly what Ado is saying. We could play for a kill. Because that is what they're gunning for, quite literally. Shots happening into bushes. And this is always the thing. They're shooting at places where people have been before. Like, Ado just shot at here or here. Either which way, but one of these bushes. Yeah, there you go. He's actually... Ooh, he's shooting at these bushes. See, this is the thing. I like this about tours. You have a lot of people shooting bushes. And they're not... Ooh, that was a nice blind shot into range, yeah? And that's why you always have to make sure to not be in a predictable position. Because this will happen in tours, even when it does not happen in randoms, as much at least. But these guys know where people will be. They know where they need to be in order to get shots in. And now Ado is spotted, so they know that there's someone probably there. The thing is, Joker has not stacked their tanks up into the corner there. They're comfortable waiting it out. Ado is sensing what's happening. The thing is though, when you're not talking on voice, that gives you a disadvantage here. Because you need time to type, and also when you type you also can't drive as comfortably as when you can just speak. Like right now I'm flying and I'm talking, but if I were to actually have to type it out, I would have big trouble. So let's see, we're 825 points. Leverage will have to make a move, otherwise Jokers is just gonna win on points. More shots happening. Leverage is standing SVN towards base B. But he's gotten spotted and that makes it very tricky. 876 points right now for Jokers. There's not that big a difference between the points. But at the same time, it will be up to Leverage to make that move. He is now... Oh, he's immediately getting murdered and losing a whole lot of HP. And he's still not made it into base B. This is exactly, they know where some of the tanks are. But they also know that base B is well protected. And they have no choice. SVN has no choice but to actually make a move there. And he's immediately getting shot at more. Making him a 2-shot now. Ranger moving in, losing a whole lot of HP as well. And gets taken out. And that actually gives Jokers the 1k points. That 1 kill was all they needed. Leverage had no option but to try and do that. Because they needed to stand in that base. But Jokers was just all ready for it. Beautiful. Fantastic game. And this is the thing that I like. You see this damage basically. Jokers did do a lot more damage. But that's mostly because SVN had to push into base B. And, of course, Ranger having to move in there. But I love this, because this was a very patient game, tactically built. Jokers got the advantage and then just dug themselves in. And that's the pro and con of Canal as a whole. Because people tend to do that. And yes, there are ways to counter people being dug in like that. But it is risky. And it happens a lot for a reason. But yeah, absolutely lovely. And now we are moving on to a new map. We are going to Oasis Palms. And we see that Leverage is now completely ready for that with 1 E5, 4 Kranwagens, an LT and a 60p. That is a Striktwagen free lineup. To compare to EU again, we generally do not see that at all in EU. EU is just basically Striktwagen spam. Whereas on Joker's side, we see an Object 777, an IS-7, 2 Kranwagens, 2 Steves, and an LT. Again, I'm not saying that anything is bad with the tank choices that are made, because generally, this is NA meta, and it works differently. But it's just funny to see the differences between the servers, that's all. And let's have a look. Here we go. Joker's very strong so far. It's that early advantage here that they keep getting, that is giving them, well, literally an advantage here. See, this is what I meant. My brain is just like not started up yet. Leverage dividing the tanks a little bit. We have Ranger in the bush. Not going forwards. Where's Ups? Oops. He's going taking a more forward position to spot. The Kranwagen is at the back there. Ooh, he got spotted and he immediately took a hit there. But that also knows they know where one of the Kranwagens is. And I wonder if he can take the base without qualms. Your light has been spotted. And now we have Big Baby Boom Boom going into the base. And you see MJ at the back there getting ready to decap. And he does get spotted. Oh, and it does get reset there. That hit the gun. He has one more shot. He's waiting. And he does not get reset there. Despite the shot hitting, it didn't reset because it did nothing. And now we have Leverage pushing a bit more. Javi in a bit of a precarious position possibly, but he has people behind him. He could be the bait. And he is pulling back a little bit, but he's in an excellent position to decap base A and to keep them spotted there. Because now again, Jokers has the advantage. There's about 2 shots between them HP wise. Leverage hasn't kept the base. Base A is protected even though they don't know exactly how protected it is. Javi is overlooking base B and keeping the people at base around base A. Spotted now, he's more focused on base B, but still. And Leverage is in a very tough pick lane. Nice shot by Firo there. Now Oops is just rotating around. The Kranwagens are pushing in. Or at least they're moving forwards. MJ heading to the desert. Big Baby Boom Boom is looking the other way. MJ has been spotted now, so has Big Baby. And they are responding to the spots now. Now that MJ is getting closer. Oops. Going for a bit of a boost there. But not getting it. Shooting the sky because of it. Ranger was spotted as well. They know that there's people there. And Joker says there. Ooh, that didn't do any damage, but now he will remain spotted for longer if that actually hit the tank. And Big Baby Boom Boom is just using the rock there. The rock is his friend. And he's deciding to get out of there. Ranger heading towards base C. Has not been spotted for that though. And even though they have time to play it out. Ooh. Nicely not getting a shot at base A is now being taken on the other side. With 2 tanks. And this is a trap. Arctic getting hit hard, and Lakami is not looking too healthy. Does get taken out, but they do have base A now versus base C. And they want to take out Arctic. And they do. Joker is pushing hard, going after Yaro, whereas Javi is the preferred target for Leverage. Kakati keeping Javi alive. They're now going after SVN. Big Baby Boom Boom does get taken out on the other side, but it will take time for Leverage to get the forces back together. SVN goes down. And now you have your light pulling back. Steel Hunter taking the hit. So that Oops and Kakati and Firo can all move in. The rest of Leverage is arriving now, but it's gonna be too late for your light. We are at 910 points. MJ is not looking all too healthy. Firo is deciding, yeah, I can take that. They know that the Kranwagens are slowly but surely reloading. And now on their low DPM side. Javi got taken out in the meantime. There goes MJ. Ranger is facing off against Oops. And Oops should have that. Even Steven losing HP. Oops might still get a shot, and he does, but he does get the kill, and that pushes Jokers over the edge and into 1k points. And Jokers has the game. Jokers being incredibly strong here, basically forcing Leverage to play their game every single game. And now Jokers is up for a potential match point. If they get the next game, then they are through to the upper bracket finals. And Leverage will be down to the lower bracket. Again, it doesn't mean that they're actually out just yet. Because it's double elimination. So you have to lose twice in order to actually be out of the tournament. But Leverage will have a tough time. Actually, well, they really have to find their footing. They will have a tough time to beat Joker here. Because Joker is looking very steady. And this is the thing. With the games from Joker that I watched, they tend to play it very patiently, very carefully, very much trying to find that weakness in the other team and then making a move. But in these games, they so far managed to get the early advantage every single time, and that's definitely helped them because it forces the other team to react, and that means that they just need to hold, they need to absorb what's coming. And now we have Joker ready with an IS-7, 2 60Ps, 2 Steves, an LT, and 1 Kranwagen. And Leverage is ready with 3 Kranwagens, an IS-7, an LT, a 60P, and an E5. Let's have a look. And these are very lovely games. The thing is, this is one of these things where I'm like, what you see isn't necessarily, like the scoreboard, isn't necessarily saying that this was a walkover, because it's not. The thing is that basically Joker is just forcing Leverage to do, to make a move basically, and that's because of those early advantages. MJ going for the spot, does get spotted, but does spot as well. Gets shot at from the desert. And right now Joker is in the desert, but Leverage has left it all to them. SVN takes a hit as he pulls into base A. They want to get that early advantage, but now base C is being capped and it's unprotected right now, so it's... Yes, they will get the advantage, but it will be slight. SVN has to be careful. Can't really comfortably move out of there. Joker is pulling back a little bit. Thing is, this is sort of like a trap move. Now if he takes a bit of a hit, he's using the rock as if he's alone. They already know that Big Baby Boom Boom is there as well. But for the rest, they don't know about the tanks that are stacked behind here, that are ready to move in if Harvey were to get pushed here. Because they don't know where the rest is. They know that there's someone or someone's at sea, but they don't know who. They can guess, but they don't know. You like getting spotted there, getting shot from the desert. And see, this is also the thing. When you look at tool games like this, you have to keep in mind that everything is information. So your light getting damage for that, knowing that he's spotted for longer, but also just seeing the damage of the shot done. They know that person X or Y is in the desert. And in this case, they know that that's the light. Blind shot into the ground there. Ranger holding in spawn, even Steven ready to absorb that. MJ now taking a bit of a hit. Oops, did get spotted for that one though. But they don't know that Firo is there as well. But basically you use sound in this game because if a shot hits the stand near you, you also hear that and you know that someone is shooting at you, which means that you are basically visible from somewhere. And in the cases of like these sort of positions, SVN has been spotted. But these kind of positions, if you hear a shot hit the ground near you, you know that there's someone shooting at you. You know that you need to be more careful. You also know where you're getting shot from, even if it's not a bounce and you don't actually see the direction. Like in this case, they see Oops, they know where he's at. But everything is information. That's one of the loveliest things about tool games like this. Kami going down the trench. Ranger taking a bit of a hit. And a bit more of a hit. Has to be careful. The Kami is moving forwards. Staying in the building. They're creating crossfire here. Ranger is behind the building. Can't really move from there. Even Steven now spotted as well. And we have Leverage pushing in the middle. We see the speed boost. We see all the stops being pulled out. But then he is losing a lot of HP. They're now finding out that this bought a trap. And they've lost a lot of HP doing that. Ranger goes down. MJ taking a lot of hits there. And Jokers has the advantage again, both in HP and in points, because they got that kill. And now it's very tricky because Leverage can't really move from there. They're being crossfired. Your Light is moving in to take hits because he's not got no choice, but that's the only way that the rest of his teammates can pull back. But Danny is losing more HP. Does get out of there. Even Steven has moved in, is now shooting at Lek. Base Bs, they're pushing where they can push. They're going after Lek because he's the, so to speak, weakest link here. And the ones that they can take out. But SVN gets taken out. That was a very crucial kill, but Lakumi goes down. But there we go, your Light goes down, and that is the game for Jokers. And Jokers wins in a glorious 4-0 score and goes up to the upper bracket. And again, it's just Jokers forced. In this case, it was the trap that worked. They wanted to push Harvey because they knew that they were a losing Ranger. I got an item, I don't know what, but we'll see in a bit. Again, Joker forcing a reaction from Leverage and then being ready to absorb it. This is why they're top 4. What did I get? Ah, I got a draw. GG. So that is the first game up and over. I very much doubt that the other game will be over already as well. Ponda is sort of like the tiebreaker kings and queens, which basically means that they keep letting it go to tiebreaker either which way. Either they fight their way back, or they sort of, don't know how to say it properly. I don't want to be insulting because it's not like that. They're epic. First and foremost, any criticism that I have on the teams is not because I think that I can do better. I definitely know that I don't and that I can't. They're epic. But yeah, that is still going on. Let's actually have a look because I'm not sure which bracket we get next. Yeah, that will be the next one then. So the lower bracket first. And that's the one after that. Yeah, okay. So those are the 3 games that we're gonna see today. We have the lower bracket and then we have the upper bracket. Yes, thank you for that. The only reason that I want to join this is actually I want the duck avatar. Because it's funny. And just to reiterate, yes, you can get keys. You can get keys as long as you watch through the portal. You have to make sure that you are logged in, that you are on the portal of your server first and foremost. Then you have to make sure that you are logged in. You have to make sure that you've accepted cookies. And you have to make sure that the blue timer is working. Usually that all works well as long as you've accepted cookies. And you don't even need all of the cookies. It's a specific kind of cookie that I no longer remember. But it's kind of like easier to say accept all cookies rather than accept these specific cookies. Because otherwise, basically, you don't see the stream on the portal and then it can't count the timer either. So yeah, I'm going to show you some lovely games. Let's start with this one then. AMX 50B, I actually have a game with this tank myself as well in gravitizing. Because when it works so well. Also, I'm just going to quickly go up and post the 8-pack portal link. There you go. You did this in 3 minutes, but hey. Oh, at least between the matchups I can keep an eye on it and actually respond as well a little bit. Oh. That I feel for that type. And the I7. Oh, I7 is straw armor. It's a tricky position to be in though, because you can get shot in the face so, well, easily is not the right word, but you can get shot in the face a lot there. And you have to be careful not to get flanked by that E5 there. And then wait patiently until it actually reloads. And there we go. I was just gonna say I would promo this so hard. I have a feeling he's not using calibrated, but I'm not sure. With all the changes that have been made and are coming and everything, I'm not really keeping track of that. You need to look in on your Asia account. Basically, the account that you want the keys on, that's the portal that you need to use, and that's the account you need to use. Nice bounce. Nice clip. Well done. Almost lost my fidget spinner there. I got tracked. He has to be a little bit careful here. He is gonna eat one more, I think. Or maybe not. If he now preoccupied with big guns. See, this is the thing. Like, in this case, Lost is a pro player as well, which is definitely helpful. Yes, you need to choose APAC server. But Leverage is epic as well. All these teams are epic, and that's the thing. Like, you see the score with Jokers being that convincing, but at the same time, they still fought their way here. And they did well. Beautiful little carry here. Let's actually have a look at the... Ooh. Let's have a look. That doesn't look like it's a tiebreaker thingy. Origin. 4-1, no tiebreaker. Streak has been broken. Honestly though, Origin also one of these clans that is just absolutely epic. They can play it so patiently and then just, yeah, punish every little mistake that happens. It's been glorious to watch them. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But we are starting off with Ponda versus Leverage next. And basically that will determine who's going to the top 3 of these two and who is out of the tour. So yeah, actually what I wanted to look at is this one. Because like if we look at the chart, Origin actually won all but 1 matches in the round robins, which is amazing, not gonna lie. Leverage got 10 points. Ponda got 9. and Joga's got 12. But yeah, let's have a look. I got, like I said, I got a little replay for you from Gravitizing, which was quite funny. Ah, glad to hear that, Chang. Hope it will all work now. The thing is that with Gravitizing, I actually like normal uprising so much more. But it's an easy way to do missions, especially when you got like kill missions. I'm not sure. Almanda, are you saying that I'm AI or are you saying that Professor is AI? Neither of us are, I assure you, by the way. But that's exactly what AI would say. See, this is the thing. I love just playing dead. And then making sure to try and get that clip in and then bounce on the side of the tank because pro. And you get just enough time to get your whole clip in before you need to pull back and not be dead yet. And then not be dead again. He just keeps getting marked though. Bentley, I mean. Jan was my lovely, lovely teammate here. And you hear the because he got marked again. Can't shoot him, so I decide I need to be elsewhere. Poof! Just can't get more shots in. And there's the Jaeger. I needed to kill TD, so I was really happy with that. Just wasn't sure where the rest would be, and I kind of wanted to get shots in. I just finished my clip and actually got marked there, so that hurt a lot. So I activate my playing dead thing to be able to finish and get back to safety. No, Almanda, he's joking. See, this is also like when it's RNG is not on your side. That, well, when it's on my side, that happens, and then that happens. This felt so useless. Like 4 shots, only 1 did damage. GG. Also, by the way, I will stream for all of the amount of time that the timers are actually working. I do feel for the guy. I track him, but he still manages to jump down there. That's just not fair, really. Now I'm getting pushed, which is not really good for me. But I decide to use the momentum to try and get back into safety. And reload my clip again. Honestly, if the update is next week, I have so many replays that I need to record. It's insane. See, let's play dead and let's get kills. Because like I said, I need TD kills. I'd want to kill him first. He hit me, which means that my grey thing is no longer working now. But that works. And I really hope that someone would shoot him. But then I'm pro and do that. Still haven't... that poor Sheridan. Still haven't died once. I just really want that kill. He actually bumps into me. But there we go. There you go. I got the kill that I needed there. And then somehow shot underneath him. That happens a lot. Again, see, what is this RNG? And I get it. I get it. And I can't even play that. I've been marked and I can't play that. So I have to hope no one shoots me. Or pushes me. There you go. Now it's back to normal again. Of course, the lightning stuff doesn't help. Because people get extra powers now. We do have a life and a gun advantage here. Sheridan is very dead. Now I can be dead. And I want to get all my shots in before I need to hide. Of course that was useless. So I just shoot him instead. And then I got... And there we go. My first life is gone. But this isn't exactly bad. But yeah, I do like normal uprising a lot more. I don't like gravity, and I like that you move faster. But I dislike that with every shot you take, and with every shot that it comes into you, you just start flying. He's deaded. And I'm sliding. And I don't even get to shoot him. I shoot the ground because I'm pro. There you go. Now he's pulling back, which does not allow me to shoot him again. There's a rock here, which is not helping. And then I'm big bro. I don't get marked. That is Jan again. Ow. Ow. I just want to live, you know? We still have a 2 life advantage. Oof. And he immediately shoots me, which saved me, by the way, but big booms. I should be able to get him. And I do. I was hoping to shoot him. But Jan did still die. And I was hoping to get to safety, but I did not. But then I get Inferno and like, okay, I don't mind. See, that's exactly the thing, I can see. Like, people get free stuff for watching these streams. Most people don't care about the tools. They're really just there because they can get free stuff. They don't care about the tools. But this is actually really sad because it is great fun to see how OP players can be and the amazing things that they manage to do. It's always sad that just people don't care enough. I'm now on my last life, so I'm a bit more careful, so to speak. A little bit, because I'm not really one for playing things carefully. Much at all. And I can play that, and I want to play that, and he just does that, and it's just useless. I wasted my play dead. We know the VK is there. We know the object is probably still... Yeah, there he is. But yeah, free stuff is free. Just enjoy that. And just enjoy the games, because these players are phenomenal. There he is. Oh. I think you could say that that is gonna hurt. Oh. And somehow that RNG, honestly. But I know the object has been destroyed, so I know he's going to respawn, and I know that I'm a very juicy target, so I just decide to not be that close to that. We only have 14 seconds left, actually, so we're going to win anyhow, because we have way too many lives for that. Did he get spotted for that? There he is. I do get a lovely shot in, but I don't get to shoot him again. 13,000 damage. Not bad, not bad. It can be fun. If you need to do missions, then yes, it is fun. It's just, I like normal uprising better. So yeah, we still have a bit of time left. And this wouldn't be a tour stream of mine if I wasn't showing Agassi in action. Let's see. Basically, if you watch from the very beginning, you should get all rewards. There's like a 10-minute extra time thingy on the timer. Like I said, I will stream for the amount. You're not carrying any normal ammo. Okay. Just Primo NHE. But yeah, timer stop at 6:55. So I will be streaming until then, which is just over 2 hours from now. Nice shot. Also have a lovely little fidget spinner. Hopefully you can't hear the noises too much from that. Nice. Nice bounce as well. Well, track shot, but still. I like it when TDs are like forwards. Because there's absolutely no reason whatsoever to play TDs like this at the back line, just roasting marshmallows. Let's see, can I get a nice shot in there? Nah, yes he can. Beautiful. There goes the defensive navy. Nice tracking shot, that allows him to get out of there. Oh, I like it when they do that. Oof, that didn't go in, but would have been glorious. Lots of TDs this game. That is an insane amount of TDs. Nice. Yeah, now it's looking in this direction. We don't want that. Now he's not looking anymore. Oh, hello. GG. Kranwagen not paying attention at all. Oh, nice. It is 4v4. You will need to focus on getting those kills. I can't believe he just stood there. Nice. Waffle. X-Waffle. He's still... Now he's finally lost some HP, but this is a monster carry, hun. Well done. Nice. Absolutely glorious, hun. Well done. Agassi being pro. Look at that. I probably need to give this tank a chance then. At some point. If he can perform like this. I tend to like... When I go 4-9, I tend to drive just the 752. And forget everything else exists in that tier. Because there's a lot of good tanks there. But not all of them are very comfortable against tier 10, and that's mainly the thing. But glorious game here. A little bit of assisted damage as well. GG. I can't play PC to save my life, honestly. So that's why you see me viewing replays now rather than playing, because I would disappoint everyone very much if I were to play right now. Let's see, how long do we have left? 40 minutes. That's enough time for another game. I have shown this on an EU stream, but I feel that it's definitely worth showing on an NA stream as well. Because this is the thing, same as with last game, I like it when a TD isn't played at the back of the map, just camping, roasting marshmallows and hoping to get a shot in. TDs are capable of so much more than that, and yes, you have to be careful, because especially when you're driving the grill or the waffle or the Warseek or something, you need to make sure that you're not the primary target. That doesn't mean you can't be forwards though, and this is one of those games that shows exactly that, and that's why it's absolutely glorious. Games you can learn from, basically. Of course, a little bit of luck also helps. But look how forwards he's being. And how careful he's being while being so forwards. And he knows that the Yo is coming, so he's already preparing for that. And already making sure that he does get the hit in without getting shot back. Yo being very, very forwards here. He's about to lose his life, or at least a whole chunk of it. Oh. I was gonna say, my noise derped there. I was afraid that it was gonna crash. He does take one back there, but that's a lovely high roll. Emil now. Oh, this shot though, this. Glorious. That is why you sniper mode, ladies and gentlemen. So now he is getting shot from the other side, and he is spotted long time, so he has to be very careful now, because he is very juicy. We have an even 100 here, who goes down. Again, a game with a lot of CDs, by the way. A little bit of fire always helps. And he survives on 8 HP, but then there's an email too. That finishes him off. And it's really a good farming game. Because he's being forwards, he is moving as he loses targets to find new targets. This also definitely helps. Big booms into an AFK FE 405, because when a poop one is AFK, it's gonna get HE'd a lot. He just needs one more shot to kill him off. It's helpful when they're AFK, because they can be so good when they're not. Hori can be lovely, it just, for some reason I just don't tend to drive it much. Because the thing is that I've got like my favorite things in every tier, and when I drive that tier I tend to just go for that. Also because my concentration is suffering with my health. So when I'm having a bad health day, I'm gonna go for tanks that I'm comfortable with. Which means that right now I'm only playing tanks that I'm comfortable with. And I honestly need to give other tanks a chance to, and just tune more and just be more comfortable that way. There he is. Big hit. Lovely high roll. And there we have a friend moving in. And that's the end of the LT. Glorious AK game. This is exactly what I mean though. You see what I mean? Like, it just, you don't have to camp at the back. I love this game. I really do. This is everything that is right about playing titties. And yes, you have to be careful. Like, random potatoes will struggle playing like this because they would just get absolutely wrecked. But if you're a bit careful and you take care to make sure that you're not the primary target, but you are forwards, you can do great things, as Trapman showed. Let's see, how long do we have left? Short one. Let's see, you actually set the timers with the replays. Yeah, type 68 is too long. Ooh, I got a desktop. I think I showed this already, but this is a quick game, so I will show this. Because after that we need to wait for the room. I do love the Starburst camo. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the engine thingies and everything. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, and I'm definitely not a big fan of the Death Star, but I did get the camo because if I do drive the Death Star, I want to drive it in style. Also, if you've been watching the stream from the beginning, you should have the timer for 1 key up and over now. Because you get 1 key every 55 minutes, which is honestly a long, long time. But still, free stuff is free. I'm also watching, like, basically, I've got my phone to keep an eye on Discord just in case anything happens that I need to be aware of. Oh, beautiful. Then I got my laptop and my extra screen. Basically, my laptop shows the game and my extra screen shows OBS and YouTube. And then I've got my iPad next to me that has the Portal playing. Just to A, get rewards myself, and B, make sure that everything is going well. Beautiful. This is a very quick game. I remember this one, but it's beautiful. And when the desktop works for you, it just works so well. $60 TP. Poof. That was an HE dub, but still. We have an E5 coming. He is going to eat one there. But if this pens, and it does, it is beautiful. She's just casually doing 4k damage in just a few shots. This is why the Star is a love and hate tank. Because when it works so well. He doesn't really want to waste a shot on that, but he will to get the kill. No, we just have a spaghetti and a waffle. I am kind of worried about the new changes. I don't mind the new changes. And I don't mind them because I like that things are being changed up. Because tier 10 is very predictable at the moment. And it's just more fun to not have it be predictable. So it's nice that things are changing. Nice. But at the same time, I am worried about my favorite things there. Lovely little ace there. Cheeky little game. Short game, which is why we could show it. And let's see, we do not have a room yet, but that should be up in just a few seconds, I believe. Just under a minute there, yeah. So that's good, and now we get the second game of the evening, which is of course the lower bracket. We're going to lose either Ponda or leverage after this. And we will have a top 3 remaining. And then we still got the upper bracket match, which will show the first through to the grand finals tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. Honestly, with the Death Star, the thing is that it just either works for you or it works very much against you, which is why I'm not a fan of it. Because it's just not consistent. I'm not a big fan of big derp guns. Like on the T49 on the KV2, I used the non-derp guns because I like them a lot better. Even though I know that supposedly that's not how you're supposed to play them. But yeah. When it does work, it is glorious and it is fun. I'm not like bad at the FV. Just prefer not to drive it. So yeah, now we just wait a minute and let's say half before we can go into the room to make sure that no one can stream snap one another. This is pretty cool though. We got 400 concurrent viewers, which is a lot. Which also means that a lot of people are watching through YouTube rather than the portal, which I'm not sure is the correct way to go. Because we will have around 2k people watching through the portal, just YouTube not counting them because they're watching through the portal. But yeah. To be fair, I think that for some, it wants to have the screen active, but it doesn't mean like if you're in a different browser, then the other browser page is probably active, I don't know. This is usually why I have a stream like on a separate device, to make sure that all is working well. Because I just want, well, of course I want free stuff as well, but I also just want to make sure that the stream is working properly, that there's no glitches and stuff like that. And there we go, we can go into the room. Leverage versus Ponda. And the thing is, like, when you watch the round robins back and everything, it's so weird when I'm not streaming that myself. Because I tend to keep watching and then wanting to adjust the camera angle slightly or look at this or that. This is really funny. That's the life of a streamer for you. Of course, it is now 5 AM here. I'm so going to go back to bed once the stream is over in 2 hours. Oof. Long days, long streams. And then a bit more sleep. And then next night we get up this time again. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Ponda is ready in an Object 777, an LT, 2 street wagons, a 60p, a kranwagen and an IS-7. Whereas Leverage is taking 2 kranwagens, 3 Steves, an IS-7 and potentially another IS-7 depending on what SVN is going to ready up in. We still have time. They don't need to be all ready just yet. It has to be difficult though if you're not voicing together. I'm hoping that by now he is, because that can make all the difference here. And there we go, SVN ready in a IS-7 as well. That's the most Street Wagon we've seen so far yet. Also haven't seen a single AMX-54 yet. And again, like I said, I keep comparing it to EU because that's my home base. And yes, I have watched their games and just NA is different. But like on EU, you get perhaps a light tank or a TVP. You get a whole bunch of street wagons and you get a bunch of AMX-54s. And that sort of is like the meta. So it's fun to watch different servers have like such a different meta. To be fair, there's nothing wrong with derp guns. If you enjoy them, definitely play them. It's just not my cup of tea. That's the thing. Like, I always try to be careful if someone will ask me, is this tank or that tank good? I'm like, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It just means it doesn't fit my playstyle. Because that's the thing with derp guns as well. It doesn't fit the way that I prefer to play. But here we go. Into the first game of this lower bracket. The pressure is on now. Because now, whoever loses this matchup is out of the tournament. So let's have a look what's going to happen. Leverage. I'm not sure what that was for. But Ado, again, not talking on voice apparently. He is typing. Margaret gets spotted, so does Yarrow. Yalite, sorry, not Yarrow. And Ponda is retreating. We see Sherman losing a bit of HP there. Yalite losing HP as well, losing a lot of HP there. That also means that they now know that there's people lying in wait there. Base A is being kept. B and C are being overlooked but not quite kept yet. Skip's now going into the base to cap it, to avoid leverage getting in. Point advantage here, or much of one. HP wise it's very near one another, but Yalite is not looking all too healthy. SVM making sure that there's no one there before going up the ramp. We have the street draggers from Ponda already relocated. And we have leverage basically spread out. SVN is pretty much on his own. They don't know that yet though. And Ponda is just ready to absorb. Base B is not being kept. We see on the other side the heavies holding there. Other loader gets spotted. But he is being very careful. And right now we have the Steves relocating again. They know that there's a light at... This is what I mean. Everything is information. They know that there's a light at C corner based on damage or bounces or how long the spot will last. Baifilupi holding together with Rex. They're not betraying their position just yet. Shooting at one another. But so far not much damage has been done. Leverage has a slight point advantage, but it is only very slight. Ado wants someone to take his spot. She's not sure whom yet. Now you have Sherm almost pushing in there, but not quite. SVN and Sherm are the only ones that are spotted right now. Very patient game. Skips has been spotted. SVN giving much needed information. But they don't know about all the other tanks there. He is getting shot at. And using that lack of gun depression. He is continuously shooting though. And at the same time, Leverage has that point advantage. Tiny bit of damage done to SV in there. Skip's looking the other way now. We still have 3 tanks over here, ready to push. And Ada just said let them bleed if they B play. which means that they're ready for whoever goes into base B. But at the same time, if you look at the position of the tanks, MJ has been spotted now. And Danny and Ado are there. But it's probably easier for them to try and push HVN. Which is also why there's tanks around here as well. Yarrow has been spotted, even Steven has as well. 860 points for leverage here. Oof. First full hits into one another. $900 points. They have to be careful not to overextend. Bafilupi takes a hit. So does Sherman. They're going to try and go for a kill. SVN needs to pull back. Is the preferred target here. And loses a lot of HP. We have skips moving in. Base B is being kept, but if they get a kill now, it's already over. That's the thing. They need to get the kill. And there we go. With that one kill on SVM, Ponda takes the lead and gets to 1k points and takes it home. Just looking at what the chat is saying. Yeah, definitely. Do not compare tours to regular battles, because positions and tanks that work here will not work in randoms. Because the thing is that you have specific tanks in specific positions here, because they're all counting on one another. But you don't know if that will actually work in randoms, because you never get a 7-man platoon like you do in tours. And let's see, 1 minute left. Ponda now ready in a Kranwagen, an LT, 3 Steves and 2 IS-7s. Versus an IS-7, 3 Kranwagens, an LT and 2 Steves. The thing is, when you can get those clips in with the Kranwagen and they have time to reload, then that can work so well. Let's see, 30 seconds left before we go into the second game of this best of 7. It's kind of like, they're sort of very clean games when you look at the games, like the game we just had, where it's just steadily going up and up and up. And then at the last minute, they make the move to get that little point advantage there. And here we go. It's kind of nice to see the little bit of chat there, though. Like what they're thinking and what they're doing. Ado's going mid. And all of Ponda is heading towards the A area. Which means that if leverage is feeling gutsy, they could just go for a quick C and B cap. They're not spawning anyone there. C and A are being taken. B, of course, not wholly unprotected. SVN gets spotted there. And pulls back to safety. Yeah, it's like 5:14 AM here as well. Well, by the time you hear this, 5:17, but yeah. because of the 3-minute delay. No one is at sea again. They're blind. This is the thing. I mean, as much as I want them all to be on voice to have their to have that advantage, the fact that we see them type, or they see Ado type, it gives away a lot. It basically shows what they notice. They notice that there's shots in the corner. They know where there's people. They know that there's people at certain positions because of the fact that they get shot from that direction. It's beautiful. Svian gets spotted the moment he tries anything. And now we have, this is the thing. Now, if you look at base B, it's protected on this side for Mark and Men over there. But if you were to cap here, you would meet Sherman and potentially Pac-Man. And they know that there's people there. It's very clever. No one has been actually damaged yet. But all this information, all these little... think of this, think of that. They're here, they're there, because of the way that we are getting shot at from that and that position. I love it. But they know that they will need to do something at some point. Because it will be up to Leverage to make a move here. Just taking a short fly over. Ponda still shooting the corner, knowing that there's people there. Just not knowing where exactly. Same as Leverage, knowing where there's people as well. JTA and Ado now both spotted. Ponda holding strong in their spawn. Mark and Men here to get those shots into. See, there you go. Shots into base B. As is Rax. Different angle. Still shots into base B. Sherman has relocated a little bit. But Pac-Man is there as well. Can also decap base B. Look at all the guns just aimed at base B. Ready for Leverage to try and take it. Because we are nearing 800 points again. Which is generally the magic marker for moves to be made. Ado pulling back. Also like how we've gone into more than half the match without anyone being damaged. Ranger now taking some damage. And they will have to make a move. Ranger is hightailing it out of there. MJ is pretty much alone. Nearing 900 points. SVN now actually making the move into the base. Having no other option but to try. Sherman being held at bay. MJ being pushed. But base B has been kept. Will it be enough though with MJ going down? Because he will get another shot in, but he is about to go down. And that will give a big advantage. There we go. And as a result, there we go. They get another kill on Yarrow and Ponda has the game again. Leverage just leaving it a little bit too long before they take action. And then it's too close a call. And Ponda making use of that. Very well played by Ponda here. And Leverage just seems to not be having their day here. Because the games are close, but they're waiting a bit too long before they make a move. And we have our first AMX 54. Chipotle moving into that as we are getting ready for New Bay. And this has got to feel comfortable for Ponda. Because right now they have a 2-0 lead. Which means that if they win 2 more games, then they are through and leverage is out. Whereas leverage, the pressure is definitely building. So Ponda now ready with 3 Crown Wagons, an AMX 54, 2 Steves and a 777 versus 2 60Ps, 2 Crown Wagons, an LT and potentially an i7 and a Steve. No, they're on voice, but they're not all talking on voice, that's the thing. And when you have to type out a lot, basically there can be a big disadvantage. At the same time, for us as watchers, it is quite nice to see what they're saying. And let's see, there we go. 1 IS7, 3 Crown Wagons, an LT and 2 60Ps for leverage. And here we go. The third game of this matchup. And let's see if leverage can pull this back. Ranger going for the spots. It's always a bit like if you're free camming, it's hard to keep track of lights. He's not spotting anyone just yet. Now he is. And that's the call of I don't want to be here anymore, let me just move. Ponda going up the ramp with 3 fully loaded Crown Wagons. Base B is being taken. That's the thing, exactly that. Ada just said these are easy games. If they're not scared, if they move faster. And that's kind of what's been happening here. Base A is now being kept. We have Sherm moving towards base C area, spotting SVN. Shooting but not connecting that shot. But they know where he's at now. And base C is pretty unprotected, but they don't know that. Sherm is there. But there's no one else there. Ranger heading off into the other direction again. Yaro having a blind shot. But Ponda is not there. Ponda is like all around base A. Ado might actually be in a lot of trouble here soon. Yeah, they might re-push down, but I would be more scared of them pushing you. Ado now moving out in the open. Chip. Ado losing HP. We now have JTA. Ranger is there as well. Now have your light as well. But they are literally pushed into a corner. Big hits there. Leverage is responding. But they're slowly but surely wheeling them down and they're losing quite a bit of HP trying to protect Ado and Ranger here. Chip moving back. Shots fired. But they didn't hit. The 60Ps now on their long reload. Yaro and Ado. Ranger's moving out of there as fast as he can. To hopefully safety. JTA losing HP. But is relatively safe. Dani goes down. There goes Ado. That is a 2-gun advantage. JTA is still alive. Base A is now being kept. They're focusing on skips. Skips goes down, but so does your light. It is 5v3. MJ being protected by SVN. But he's the preferred target and he goes down, and now it's just SVM and Ranger. Ranger decapped the base, but unless he miraculously survives against all these guns, which is not likely, he needs to get the kill on JTA. That's the thing. If he gets that, he does get that, but now he can't get out of there because you have several guns trained on him. Ooh. Ah, I was just gonna skip to him. But there you go, Ranger does get taken out and the game is for Ponda again. And this is the thing though, if they were to re-push down, I think Leverage would have been better prepared for that. But Ado and Ranger stuck in the corner, it actually cost them so much HP to try and preserve Ado and Ranger. And that's not saying that they made any mistake, it's just saying that Ponda made the right move here. And they literally just locked them into their corner. And now Ponda is up for potential match point. If they win the next game, then they are through and Leverage is out. Ponda getting ready to try for that with 2 Kranwagens, 2 AMX 54s, 2 Streetwagens and a 777. Whereas Leverage is taking a 777, 2 60Ps, potentially 2 Kranwagens, an LT and an IS4. Oh no, it's 1 Kranwagen and a 777, one more. Let's see. $30 left before we go into potentially the last game of this matchup. Potential match point for Ponda. But yeah, I do think that them not all talking or voice is a disadvantage here. You like going offline with only a few seconds left to go. That is not... Oof, he's back in time, but that is not what you want to happen. And let's see. Oh, I am feeling for Leverage though. Because they've been so good. It's just not coming out. That is exactly it. It's not that they're playing bad, it's that other teams are playing better. And that makes it difficult here for Leverage. Leverage heading towards base C. With Ranger heading towards base A to have a look. Pafilupi does get spotted. SVN going to cap. There's a building here that I can't fly through. Chip and Sherman have been spotted. So has Danny and Rax. And we have Ponda now moving back towards base B. Shots have been fired, no damage has been done just yet. The wall is being broken to make sure that there's no one behind there. A is being capped. And they have a big advantage here, but it will be very tricky to push this side. Because they know Rax is there. And Rax isn't like alone, he's got help. But they have a big gun advantage here and they don't know it. Almost all of the wall is gone. Blind shots happening. That's also to remind them that he is indeed there. The AMXs are holding, getting ready for a push through here. Leverage seems indecisive. about what to do, where to go, what to move, what move to make, I should say. And that has allowed Ponda to slowly but surely move into a pincer position, leaving skips to be on the bridge in case they cross over towards B, because that will be a warning for them. But they have to be very careful. And they do know that there's at least 2 in their spawn. There's a 3rd one there that they don't know about. But this is the tricky thing. Leverage has the point advantage. They've had that before. They need to get ready. But that's the thing. With Ponda moving into a pincer position, it might be easier for them to take a gun out. So they have to be very careful here. Also, with leverage being as spread out as they are, it might be more tricky to absorb whatever push Ponda will make. Shots are being fired. JTA going into base B. And that does make it a trap. And they can't really decap him, because he is using the build. Ooh, he is actually decapped. That is a... He did not need to do that. They know that someone's on the ramp as well. Ranger taking a hit. And now base B is Ponda's, which will make it all the harder for leverage to make a move now. Because Ranger can't easily get to base A. Danny is getting tracked. Slight damage done to JTA there. And they kind of have to make a move, and that's the thing. SVN now getting spotted. Game derping. He can't push in there because there's too many guns there. But they need that base, that's the thing. Leverage, again, being very hesitant, more so than in any other game so far. SVN holding. MJ losing a little bit of HP. Your light having lost a lot of HP. He's about to go down and there's nothing he can do about it. Oh no, he bounces that. Well done. I was just gonna say, there's nothing he can do about it, but he does land another shot in before he goes down. And that gives Ponda a gun advantage. Ponda moving in. They're trying to take base A. They do take out Pafilupi. My game is derping. They need to keep MJ alive. MJ is being reset. They need to kill GTA here. And he does go down. Ado goes down as well though. They're capping base B. Danny Chani goes down. They want to kill Chip. But SVN is being focused on Yaro. They do get the skill. Chip goes down. But there goes SVN. Base A is being recapped. Ranger being very juicy here. Has to be very careful. Is getting the shots in. Is trying... Basically, Rax is trying to let Sherman shoot him. And he does. And that's the end of Ranger. And now it's just Yaro. And it's Ponda that goes through. And leverage is out. Just too many guns. Too many points. He might still get a kill in. But it's not going to make enough difference. Nice bump there by Sherm to keep him alive. And then Sherm takes the kill. And Ponda kills all. Collects all the points. And is through. Whereas leverage is out. And this is the thing though. Massive commiserations to leverage here. Because you see the potential, you can see how it all could have gone. It just didn't come out like that. But because Ponda is just ready, and before this, Jokers being as strong as they are, that will be a tough pickle for anyone. But massive commiserations to Leverage there. They are out of the top 4 now. And we keep a top 3. Let's see. So next up, we've got, in just over half an hour, it actually shows the time here wrong, it's 6:09, but yeah. That is going to be a glorious matchup as well, Jokers versus Origin. And after that, one of them will be through to the grand finals. But before that, we have some more replays to show you. Oh my god, hello Scorpion Drago. Let's see, what have I got for you? I got a game in the mouse. Let's have a look at that. Oh, like I said, I do apologize for any brain derps that I might have, because I don't usually get up at this time of night. Mouse is one of those things. Again, I know it's good. It and I do not really get along. I can play it if I must, but I much prefer other tanks, more mobile. E100 trying to bully his way into it. Sometimes my game is being a bit glitchy and I'm kind of worried about that. But I'm glad so far that everything is holding. E100 wanting to move in. He is capping the base though. Nope, not going for the cap. Nice little bounce. Nice tracking shot. E100 is being too aggressive and a bit in the way of everything, but he's not playing bad. At the same time, he did take out the AMX. And he is angling his turret. Or attempting to. And now we get mouse versus mouse. That's also always interesting. See, also the thing is I prefer being in sniper mode, which is always a bit of a tricky thing. The thing is that the way that he's angled the mouse now, he should be able to get some TD help. Look at the shots into the cheeks though. Oof. He does need some help. TD is moving in. Nice. There we go. Good job by the waffle. It's about to be a... Ooh. Waffle just moving in. There we go. They have 2 bases. They have a point advantage, but it is 3v2. Well, 2v3 I should say. That's also a thing, yeah. Like I just said, GG Leverage 4th place is still amazing. It is. Because you're still top 4 of the server. Let's have a look. He is a mouse. He's very chunky. Waffles moved all the way to the other corner. Nice! That is exactly what you need. Now they just need to survive. They've got the advantage. They just need to not get killed. He does get spotted. He's guessing it's from there. Now I don't want to restart my game, just in case I don't get it back. Because it's not just the game that's doing this, honestly. Nice shot. And there goes the other spaghetti. And they know where the object is, so they just need to hold and survive and win. They just need to hold, they don't need to take any chances. Both of them are just being forwards when they don't have to. I mean, they might make it. That is not helpful. Mouse moving in. They should have this based on points alone, but neither of them actually had to move in here. Push the... There you go. And there we go. That actually worked out better than I thought it would. There you go. There we go. I was just gonna say, load the badge. And let's see. Lovely little game here. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna show one from Jack again. Jack, honestly, very OP. Also a fellow streamer. So definitely drop him a sub. If you haven't yet. This is one of my favourite things in the game. I love the two-shot yo. Two-shot heavy clippers are really my thing. You got the yo into 10, then you have the 7.52 into 9, which I also have a game in to show you. And the T77 in tier 8, and it's just lovely. He's being very forwards here. But then, if this position works and you're not getting shot from the desert, why not? Nice. Nice. They've got the desert power. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, nice little bounce. He is in a bit of trouble though. Nice. He's got some help in the form of the VK. Nice. Beautiful. Like I said, Jack is very OP. Nice little tracking shot there. He is going to probably eat one more unless he bounces. Oof, he does do that. VK is being a good help though. Yes, I will be doing a giveaway for Christmas. I'll also be doing a giveaway in September. Just haven't decided yet what I want people to do for it. Let's see. I do love the two-shot yo, it just works so well. In this case, he just has to be careful not to randomly find the Yege. VK is still very, very healthy there. Oh, there he is. There you go, now he's shot. That lets Jack... Oof, I was just gonna say that lets Jack do some more damage, but... VK now being very, very forwards. Possibly losing a bit too much HP too quickly there. Now he's a one clip though. They are all working together. Nice. And there we go. Now it's just the 50 TP left. Thing is, T77 isn't even that OP. It's just the fact that it's just working so well. As in, it's got a little bit of rounded armor. And if you know how to play it like a heavy, it works really well. Lovely ace here. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Bit of luck as well, to be fair. Beautiful little game. Let's see, we've still got time. I don't even remember exactly why I saved this game, but we're about to find out. Oh, yeah, this was funny. You know how sometimes you have these games where you're like, I'm not entirely certain how this went well. Yeah, this is a replay, Elsiad. Just basically collect good replays to show in between. Because I can't play PC to save my life, so I'm definitely not playing. I wanted to go to base C, but when everyone was deciding to not go there, I was just, okay, let's not go there then. He pulls back, so I can't shoot him. Ow. Let's have to turn around because we kind of just need to hold here, and I want to try and keep my T-57 and everybody alive. You just go for a position where I can relatively safely get shots in. I can't shoot him there. Well, technically I can, it's just not likely to actually go in well, so I decided to not. And they're just clipping each other, which is not really useful because it's also not making him push more. So far I've done absolutely nada. There we go. See, this is the thing, I'm hoping that he can take out the T-57 Heavy before he dies. And he does. Still not sure how he survived that long, but there he goes. Let's decide to just promo him because basically 113 is not quite peeking out that far. Now he is. There you go. See, this isn't the most interesting game as I'm not really carrying epically, I'm not being very forwards. But I'm holding nicely. I kind of want to shoot him more. We are at a point disadvantage. I can't really shoot him there. So I know that I need to reposition myself. I need to do something else. Of course that bounces, which is very useless. And he is pulling back now. So I decided to reload my clip. But I'm not sure what to do here. Because it is 4v4. Grill, okay, Grill just got absolutely deleted, which is definitely helpful, but they still have a point advantage, so we need to either get another kill or get that base C. No, it's kind of like, yes, that can happen every game, because the thing is that when you get to, when you are a player at Jack's level, and you're that good at the game, it's not hacks. It means that you're just, you know how to play. And you know how spotting mechanics work. You know where people are likely to be. You just think more, basically. Still, I still wish that would have gone in that shot. Would have been so glorious. Got absolutely no help here. But he's a bit hesitant to try and push in, which means that I can do this. And that. We did lose a tank though. But luckily I've got a convoy. See, this isn't the best game ever, but it is a fun game. We just need to focus on the points now. This definitely helps. We needed that. And the convoy is right there with me. And I was actually afraid that this might still go wrong. Because we're nearing... Well, we're at 850 points for them. So he's going one way and I decide to go the other way. And as a result he just pushes forwards. Which basically with the water resistance here could have potentially cost us the game here. Because of my own fault. And I really need him to survive. And he actually manages to bounce that somehow. Still don't know how that happened. And then I just track him. And the convoy finishes him off. I have still no idea how the convoy survived that. Because that was ridiculous. But he survived on a grand total of 4 HP in the end. It's basically just game awareness, to be honest. The whole knowing where people are going to be and guessing where people will be and blind shooting bushes and everything. It's to do with being aware of how predictable people are. Yeah, Actually, just about said GNA strikes again. Why aim when you can throw credits at them? That's the thing, though. I'd rather do less damage, pay more credits, and be assured of damage, than aim very carefully and then still bounce. If, by the way, you've been watching from the beginning, you will have earned your second key by now. Let's see, how long do we have left? Yeah, that's still enough time. What have I got for you? I'm not sure if I showed this one. So we're gonna go with that. Oh, I want ice cream as well. I'm actually so hungry. That's the thing. When I get up in the middle of the night and then I'm streaming for multiple hours, I get hungry. I actually have like spicy thingies. But it's not really something that I can eat while on voice. Well, it's not voice, but streaming. You would hear my chewing and that would be disgusting. So let's not. But yeah, 1 more hour of stream to go and then the timers will run out. Also, this, by the way, is N90. He is a fantastic guy, fantastic player. And fellow YouTube and tournament streamer. So again, if you've not yet sub to him, definitely do so. Nice shot. Yeah, that about sums it up. Actually, it's that half of this game is psychological warfare, even when you don't realize it. Yeah, that's exactly right. Once you learn to read the map up to the point that you can comfortably know where people are going to be or where they're likely to be, and you move there and you count on that and you work with that, and people prove themselves to be that predictable, then yeah. Exactly. Bluffing when you're reloading is fantastic. Like when you know that you're going to... nice shots. The TVPs keep relocating, but that's actually not really working out for them. But yeah, when your clip is out, you can actually like pretend that you still have shots by being a bit more forwards. If you pull back is completely, they know that you're on a reload, but they do not know that if you're not being too careful. That must have gone in. Nice shots. See, this is the thing, that there's a lot of players that the average player base, more than half of them lose more than they win. That's something always to keep in mind. But that's also because they're not really learning the basics of the game. They're not focusing on knowing how to side scrape. They're not focusing on how to use point pressure. They're not focusing on getting the kill shots rather than the damage, etc, etc. When you learn to read the minimap and you know how to troll your enemies by basically not so much out reloading them or anything, but you make it look like you still have a shot and you haven't reloaded your clip, and you actually go to reload your clip. No, that barely hit him. But exactly that. This is a good example because he's blind shooting the Jagdtiger, and that worked really well for him because it's predictable where the Jagdtiger would be. Counting shots, yes, but especially then you can't really count on when someone is reloading or not reloading. He's got 2 shots left. He needs to take them and make them count. He will eat one. But there you go. Important kill shot done. There's a mosquito in my room. I do not approve of this. Grill's probably in the corner, to be honest. So I would just go for a base to get that advantage. But yeah, basically we now have newbie matchmaking in the game, and it's so important to focus on that. To use that to get your skill set in order, basically. Know how to side scrape, know how to troll reload, know how to play the game, really. He does get spotted there. I'm not sure where the grill is at. He can technically take a shot. He's probably in the corner. There he is. Nice bounce. There we go. Beautiful. Casual 6.5k. Oof. Lovely little ace. See, this is the thing, when it's this early and I'm this sleep deprived, I try to be cohesive in what I'm saying, and I just know that I'm not. Cohesive is not even the right word. Coherent, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, you mean this? Everyone got that, I think, a while ago, but because it's, like, technically I have 1 day left of the, I think, 4 or 5 days that we had. But because this is a press account, I don't play on it. But yeah, everyone had that at some point. It was an order. At least I think everyone had that. Could be because I've done absolutely nothing here. Like, look, this is where I'm at right now. So they're probably trying to get me into the Gitcoin stuff on my press account. This is a very low-stocked press account. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not going to show you another replay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I am going to do one thing though. I'm going to have a very quick little girl's room break, so I'll be right back. And there we are again, just in time for the room invite to be up. There we go. Back to the garage. Oh god, I would love to use the spaghetti to shoot the mosquito. I'm just afraid that the whole house will go up in flames when I do that. But yeah, I think we all got orders, didn't we? Like not long ago. I did complete it on my EU account. Obviously not here because A, it's an A, so I rarely play here, and B, it's a press account, so I wouldn't even bother with it. Let's see, we actually have like, by the time you hear this, oh god, I can't brain. It's 50, it's about 45 minutes left of the timer by the time you hear me say this. Like I said, I will stream for all of the amount of the timer, just to make sure that everyone gets whatever rewards they can. But if you watch from the beginning, then yes, you will have everything by then. There's like a 10 minutes extra time. So basically you had to tune in from the beginning to get all the rewards, and you had like 10 minutes of extra time there, so to speak. Like the time is, for me, I will get my rewards in 35-ish minutes, thereabouts. But yeah, almost ready to go into the room. I don't think we will get a longer time limit, but I do hope we get more bigger maps like Canal, for instance, and Normandy. They're fairly big. There we go. Joker versus Origin, and whoever wins this is through to the grand finals. And whoever loses this has to face Ponda next. Yeah, this is also a thing. Yoda just said, I see way too many new players going up the tiers way too quickly and not developing any skills. That's one of the biggest issues with newbie matchmaking, because it doesn't invite you to learn skills, basically, because you're against little bots, and that means that you can get away with a lot more, so you don't actually learn to play the game properly. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, Agassi. Chat is very well behaved though, so if you want to go to sleep, then definitely do so, hun. But yeah, less than 2 minutes left before we go into the first game of this best of 7 that will determine the first participant in the grand finals. We see Jokers getting ready with 2 IS-7s, 2 AMX-54s and 3 Steves. And on the other side we see 3 Steves, an AMX-50B, 2 AMX-54s and a TVB. Slightly similar lineups in the forms of Streetwagons and AMX-54s. But technically speaking, they basically have 2 IS-7s and then TVP and an AMX-50B. Those are very different tanks and can make very different lineups altogether, so to speak. I'm looking forward to this. Both of these teams have been so strong and utterly amazing. Let's see. Half a minute left to go. Main ruse is, this is also funny because we sometimes see like German super steel on here and everything. It can go every which way here, so I'm really curious to see what will happen. Let's have a look. Origin heading towards the base A side, with Panzer going to C, who's going towards base C. He is looking in the right direction. He does spot Kami there, and first shot has been taken, and he immediately goes to reload his clip. He does get spotted in turn. Base B is being capped. Tenna being very forwards. Oof, big brawl happening straight in the middle already. The I7s are there. Look at Group. Tricky position that he's in. Tenna losing a lot of HP as well. And more. This was sort of accidental brawl. Big baby boom goes down. Tenna trying to survive. Does go down. Group taking out Yahavi, and that is a one gun advantage, because they did lose Tenna. They did lose a lot of HP. There's not that much between them, but Origin does have a gun advantage right now. Cora moving in, waiting for Steel Hunter to go up, but no, he does not, so Cora pulls back here. Kakati losing a little bit of HP. Kami there arriving now as well. And they won Group. That much is clear. And they have to be careful. Pew Pew gets pewed. Big is into Steel Hunter. A lot of low HP targets. Group gets taken out. Tunnel not looking too healthy. Is being steadily farmed. Gets tracked as well, which is not helping his case. He does get another shot in, but then he goes down. Oops, and Cora go down as well. It is 4v3. Baba manages to escape with his life. Fira and Baba both go down though. And now it is 2 versus 3. And that's just too much HP. He might take out Kami, but no, he does not even get that. Panzer goes down, and it's now Pew Pew on his own. Versus 3. And regardless of how good these players are individually, against 3 players of that skill level, there's no chance. He does get another shot in, but it is Steel Hunter that takes the kill. And the first game is for Jokers. This was a very aggressive game. I think the I7s didn't mean to get called out like that. Neither did Tenna. And in the end, it just worked out better for Joker. They just had that little advantage. They kept going for the low HP targets that steadily gave them a gun advantage. And Origin couldn't keep them alive long enough. Let's see. 1 minute left. Joker's now ready with 2 Kranwagens, a 60p, 3 Steves and an E5. Versus 2 60ps, 2 AMX 54s, a Steve, an IS4 and a 777. And let's have a look. Yeah, definitely. Agassi just said, I have high hopes. These two seem to be the kings of the server, judging by the RR score, which they definitely are. I should have actually looked up what the scores were against each other, because 4-0 is of course different than 4-3, so to speak. But here we go. Into the second game on the main runes. The thing is with Origin, I've noticed in their battles that they... Wait. Oh god. I hate it when it does that. I was like, I did ready up, didn't I? That just nearly gave me a heart attack. GG, thank you. But yeah, Origin seems to be a bit of a no guts, no glory kind of thing. And that sometimes gives them glory, but sometimes does not. Tenor going quite forwards there, not spotting Lack there, but he might spot Steel Hunter and Pharaoh. He is getting shot at back though. And he has to be a bit careful because he's pretty alone there. Kakati losing quite a bit of HP. Baba going into base B, and we have Tunnel in base A. And that should give Origin a nice advantage here. And they let him get base B. Now Baba has to be careful though. Has to try and get out of there unscathed. And we have Sleepwalkers pushing around. Harvey and Pew losing a bit of HP there. But Origin has two bases. Baba loses HP as he gets out of there, but he does get out of there. Group, not stupid, they know that there's people gonna be there. Oops. Moving into a position there where basically, I think they're proxy spotting each other right now. And Origin has the advantage here. They have an ever-growing point advantage. So they just need to hold very carefully and wait for Joker to make the move. Bit of damage being done both sides. Pew Pew also looking in that direction. Pharaoh arriving. And Group is actually bleeding here. Oops, now moving into the base. And that is what... No, Baba is being very careful. They are looking at Harvey there, who is protecting base B. And they are going to lose base B this way. And they did. And as a result, we now see Origin pushing. Baba losing a lot of HP. Getting set on fire. Joker going for a pincer move. And Baba goes down. They are focusing on Pharaoh. But Group goes down as well. Joker actually just wrapping things up. Pharaoh might go down. Steel Hunter losing a lot of HP. Tunnel not looking too healthy either. There goes Pharaoh. There goes Oops. Oof. Tunnel goes down as well. I'm missing all the action because it's everywhere. Tenor goes down. Joker now only having Panzer and Cora left. And they are shooting different targets. They pretty much have no chance to survive, make their time as the meme goes. Panzer lost one alive, but Joker's already at 1k points. And the game is for Jokers. Hey Mutsu. Glad you got your power back. And Joker is being very strong here. Just going to have a quick look, because I think we need to go here for that. and what happened when they actually met each other. Come on. It would help if it loaded. We don't have that much time. There we go. 4-2 in favor of Joker for the second round robin. And 4-2 in favor of Origin in the first round robin. That is interesting though. I love that. And with 1 minute left to go, Joker is now ready with 3 AMX 54s, 2 777s and 2 Steves. Whereas Origin is taking out the Kranwagens, 3 of them to be exact. An IS-4, an E5, a Steve and an LT for Alpenstadt. Really curious to see what's going to happen here. Because the thing is, they are pretty evenly matched. Just the first 2 games, Joker caught them off guard somehow. And they had lots of little micro battles happening. And let's have a look. Countdown clock almost beginning. And here we go. Stop doing this. Just there we go. Send me straight into the battle, please, Kay. Thanks. Oh god. And let's have a look. We have Panzer and Tanner heading towards the base A section. 2 Steve's doing the same thing on the other side. He does spot Firo there. But he's not alone, and they don't know that. First shots have actually been fired. Kami now getting spotted as well, which means that they know that there's 2 there. Oof. Big hits into Lakami there. Losing a lot of HP. Does not get hit foot by that one though. And he is getting shot back at Panzeus. Pew actually taking hits for that. Tonner moving in. Origin is being very forward here. The thing is that they don't really have anyone behind them. Steel Hunter is now moving there. Tonner going in for the ram. Tonner being farmed hard here. They do get coming out. Tano has to be careful. Ooh, that shot missed somehow. They are blocking him. Farming him slowly but surely, making it hard. But oops, actually gets the kill on Tunnel there. Panzer gets hurt, but not that badly. And that is a 1-gun advantage now for Origin. And we have a bit of crossfire happening here. Baba trying to keep Cora alive, which is the juicier target. And that shot did not go in. Possibly eaten by Baba's gun, not entirely certain. Kakati is going after Cora. Baba does not get the kill. Cora does go down. But Axe, definitely, Origin has the advantage here. Havi and Big Baby Boom go down. Bobby now having to face Kakati on his own. Kakati is moving on to try and help his teammate, but he's the last one left alive. He does get the kill on Pew though, but then gets murdered by Panzer in the end. And the game is for Origin. Unfortunately, the timers are not within my control. They cut off in, well, by the time you hear this, 27 minutes. And there's nothing I can do about that. Beautiful game by Origin here. Slowly finding their footing. And now we have Jokers ready for the second game on Albenstadt with 3 AMX 54s, an IS-4, an LT, a Kranwagen and a Steve, whereas on the other side we see 2 Kranwagens this time, an IS-7, 3 Steves and an LT. Oof. This is the thing though, Elsiet is saying that like the game as that Jack had earlier wasn't normal because he knew where to shoot. The thing is that it is normal, he just knows where to shoot. Pretty much all these players can play exactly like that and be that aware and instinctive about where they need to be, what they need to do, where they need to shoot, where people are likely going to be, etc. 16 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th game of this best of 7. And then we'll see what happens. Can Origin keep this up and push back? Because so far the scores have been 4-2 between them, so would be cool. Of course they didn't meet today just yet. Anything can happen. These are the kind of games where you see where people will bring their A game. Let's have a look. Origin heading towards the middle together. Standing Panzer to go to a bush and see if anyone is there. See, this is the thing. Ooh, they're blind shooting that bush. This is the thing about tools. This is what I mean exactly. They know where to shoot. They know where to guess where people are. The bush that he's in actually got blind shotted as well. What a bounce though. But they will have seen that. They will have seen that. Origin being very no guts, no glory again. Going after Steel Hunter, who is being absolutely clipped out. Tunnel not looking too healthy either. Has been tracked. Is in danger. Tanner losing a bit of HP. Harvey as he crosses over. Tanner being Kranwagened. Baba moving in to help protect him and share HP. They have to be careful there. But Firo still has... Kakati and Tanner both go down as Firo still had a shot left. Panzer not looking too healthy either. Is being set up on by 2. Baba needs help. Baba needs a lot of help. He does get that. Big Baby Boom goes down. They're focusing on Harvey. Very aggressive game here. Panzer goes down. 4v4. 3v4. Group manages to get up there. No bases have been kept, mind you. Group moving in. Going after Firo. Being very careful. Tunnel now being set up on. He's not looking in the right direction. Tunnel, they are focusing on the focus fire. Firo goes down. And now we have Tunnel dealing with oops. And he is waiting to get that second shell left. Is actively blocking now. Lakami goes down. And oops goes down as well. That not shooting your last shell, but waiting for to get the second shell left in order to get that kill. Beautiful. Take care, Mutsu. Hope the power comes back on soon. Beautiful game again. Origin being very aggressive, but it's working out for them. Kind of sensing where people are and then just going for it. No guts, no glory, but this game definitely brought them the glory. Just over a minute left to go. Joker is now getting ready for Black Goldville with a 777, a 60p, an E3, a Kranwagen, an LT, a Steve and an IS-4. All different tanks there. And Origin going for 2 Kranwagens, an IS-4, 2 Steves, a 60p and an LT. This is going to be interesting to watch as well. Like, the E3 is not a tank we see being taken a lot. TDs are always a bit of a risk because they have no turret. That doesn't mean that we don't see them. We've seen several badges in this season so far. At least on EU. And they've worked out really well some games and not at all other games. But honestly, games like this though, beautiful. "17 seconds left to go before we go into the 5th game of this best of 7. It is going up even Stevens. And I highly approve of that. And here we go. But that's also the thing. Teams always have like maps they like more or less than other maps. And it could have just been that in this case Alpenstadt was Origin's maps and not so much Ponda's, and pretty much, and sorry, not Ponda's, Joker's, sorry. My brain is dead. Oh, that didn't pan though, but this is why I honestly hate the being reloaded at the start of the battle. It's not all bad, mind you. It's just stuff like that that's not normal. Or shouldn't be a thing. Seal Hunter got spotted. Seal Hunter takes damage. Getting shot in the face probably. Nakami moving in. Harvey taking a little bit of a hit there. Panzer running to the other side. Nakami's being very careful. Cora is like all alone here though, that's the thing. B and C both being kept here. So is A. But it cannot be decapped. And now Jokers has a 2 base advantage here. Tanner takes a bit of a hit there. There are more shots happening. Just not quite. Thing is that with 2 bases, Joker has the trump cards in hand. So they have to be careful. Let's see. Pew Pew losing a little bit of HP there. And we have Bubba shooting. Takes some big hits there, but is going for the base because they kind of have to. And we have Big Baby Boom losing a lot of HP for that. Getting set on fire and everything. Base A is also being stolen. Cora is still very much alone there. Baba pushing in. Has spotted Kakati now. And now they did get base B, but they lost base A. Now if Cora and Harvey and Panzer in a 2v1 here. Cora moving into the base. Big hits into Harvey. Baba goes down. We're at 885 points. Harvey gets another kill. Base B is being stolen again. Base C is being taken. Pew Pew is in danger. Is not going to survive for much longer. Goes down. 915 points. They're capping the base. They need to get the kills though. That's the thing. And they need to keep their guns alive. Big Baby Boom needs to go down. Does not go down. Group nearly loses life because of it. They are capping base A. Big Baby Boom goes down. Tunnel is capping base A. But there goes group. And base B is being capped again. It's also being reset, but they're not looking all too healthy. Tunnel needs to get the kill. Very much here. Cora goes down. Base A. Sorry, base B has been capped. Base A has almost been capped, but it doesn't matter anymore. Because they have base B. As long as they don't die. Panzer goes down and that seals it. Joker gets the game. Oops, does go down in the end. But it no longer matters because Joker already has the victory here. It would help if I actually... Oh god, my internet is being derpy. Come on. Please load. Yeah, OBS is also not too happy here. Oh god, it did. My laptop is not really helping me here. My internet was being derpy. Just going to quickly reload my game here. In the hope that I will load back in time. Come on. Load in. There you go. Wide enough again. No, my internet was being derpy. It will be back. Go away. We made it! Oh god. At least we saw the ending of the battle. It didn't happen mid-battle at least. No pressure. Anyway. Joker now on potential match point. If they win the next game, then they are through to the grand finals. Joker getting ready with a mouse, a 60p, an IS4, a Kranwagen, a TVP, an LT, and a Steve. Versus 3 Kranwagens, an IS4, a Steve, a 60p, and an LT. And here we go. Oh, I'll definitely be restarting the modem in the morning. Just to make sure that stuff works as intended. No pressure. And let's have a look. Blind shots happening again. That bounce though. You could see it go into the sky. Panzer crossing over. But this is the thing. Panzer and Cora might be alone here. Blind shot happening just a split second too soon. And they know that there's people there. No damage has been done yet, but plenty of information has been given. Base C is being kept. A is being left alone. Group might go into that to avoid the 91 damage done to Pew here, but to avoid the cap going up too quickly. Origin in a bit of a pickle here. Group taking a hit. Not going for the base here. Panzer moving in to do that. Lakami is relocating to see if he can reset that in time. Oops, now arriving as well. And there wants a group there. They're not sure who his friend is. Lakami. He's got a TVP coming as well. Tanner in danger as his group. Let's lawnmower our way over here and have a look. TVP, he is getting tracked. He is being kept in place. Group is not going to survive for much longer. Might get one more shot in. And the shot goes into the TVP before he goes down. Pew also not looking too healthy. Tanner moving in. Pew goes down. Joker being very strong today. And we have... Oops. Clipping out Tunnel. Tunnel goes down. That is a 3-gun advantage for Jokers. And they haven't taken out Kami yet. Tanner takes hits. Kami finally goes down. And we have Panzer going after. But it's Tanner that takes the kill. Baba goes down. It is 3 versus 5. 2 versus 5. Tanner is not long for this world either. Goes down as well. And now it's just Cora. Last one alive. And the match up is for Jokers. And Jokers is through to the grand finals. Beautiful games. Joker just proving themselves to be too strong today. And that means that tomorrow we start with Origin versus Ponda, and whoever wins that will be up against Jokers. So those are going to be some glorious matches as well. Very well played by Jokers here. And kudos to Origin, of course, as well. Because I love games like this. You see such clever gameplay, such clever little tricks that pro players know how to do instinctively. Like the blind shotting of the spawn on the other side. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's, I believe, it for tonight. We still have like 15 minutes. Well, no. By the time you hear this, we have 10 minutes to go for the timers. Just going to have a quick look because that means that tomorrow... Yeah, it's not actually loaded in with time yet, but that's tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for the battles today. But like I said, I will be streaming a few more replays for you to fill the timer time. Let's see, what have I got for you? I got a Street Rockin' game. Let's have a look at that. See, this is the thing though, I'm always... When I watch tours like this, I'm sort of cheering for both teams. Because they're both epic and they both definitely deserve it. In this case though, Joker was very, very strong. Those two games on Alpestad were glorious though as well. So that's the thing, like, I'm just basically cheering for both. I love you trolls in the chat. Like, this is fun, troll. As for who the one is that does that, that is me. And my nickname is Amanat85. Ooh, cheeky. If they that is a good spot to be in, to be honest. But tricky if they're at base C. So you have to be a bit careful. No one's been spotted just yet. Now we see the Super Conqueror over there. Basically, the only way you got rewards for watching this stream is if you're watching through the portal, if you are logged in and have accepted cookies. I'm specifically not saying that you can still get them because you need 55 minutes of watch time there in order to get a... I hate it when it does that. But yeah, you need 55 minutes to get one key. Ooh, they're pulling back. He's so far not managed to get a single shot in. That's not his fault. He's just in a tricky position there. And doesn't want to overextend. Ooh, Super Congress crossing over. There we go. Cheeky little thing. There's a blue time on the portal, and that counts the minutes that you've... that counts as your watch time. And you need 3 times 55 minutes as your watch... to get 3 keys. Oof. Nope, denied. Oh, nice high roll. No, no, no. Origin isn't out yet. This is a double elimination, so Origin still has a chance to fight their way back up through the lower bracket. The only one that is out today is Leverage. And they were lovely. Oh god, the games that I've seen from them have been so much fun. Like in the round robins and everything. This is the thing though. I love stuff like that. Tours are just a whole other meta, and it's just so much fun to watch that. He's in danger. He's saved. Now I have a waffle over there as well. Oof. Kind of has to decide which way to go. Who does he want to face? Of course, it doesn't help if his teammate rams him. This chieftain is a bit special. But it is 2v2, which is a danger. He just needs to use him as cannon fodder, really. Take out the big guns first. Oof, that's not good. I'm not sure what my Windows was doing there, but I'm not liking the way my laptop is behaving tonight. There we go. He does need to be careful with the corpse of the Death Star there. She's using his speed boost. Oof, nice little bounce there. He just wants to damage. Technically speaking, he should outgun me easily in this tank. But at the same time, he does have a little less HP. So he has to be careful. One bounce would or miss, that would definitely help. But he should have this on the reload. As long as this shot pens. There you go. Glorious. Oh god, am I... My internet is being very, very dodgy. I'm glad that we're almost at the end and that all the matches we actually saw like properly and everything. But I definitely need to reset my internet today just to make sure that the modem is behaving properly. Look at this, he's got 7 kills there. Messanii medal, nearly 7k damage and 2100 base XP. GG. I would definitely be rooting for Agassi if we were to play Pro Tools. At least in private. But yeah, the next stream, like with the lower bracket finals plus the grand finals, that will be on the official channel. So that won't be on my own channel. If you've been watching from the beginning, by the way, you should have all the rewards now. There's, well, by the time you hear this, 3 minutes left on the timer. I unfortunately cannot do anything about the timer. That is a wargaming thing. They decide who wins, basically. They decide when the timer cuts off, and I can't do anything about that. Let's see, what have I got for you? I got a few more games. I'm gonna pick one. Yeah, let's end with an Agassi game. Discord hasn't existed for 30 plus years, to be fair, so that is a load of bull. And whether or not you're a clan leader or not does not mean that the server rules don't apply to you, so it's that easy. You could appeal your ban, but the way that you're behaving here now and saying that you being a clan leader basically means that you shouldn't be banned, that's not really how it works. But like I said, you could appeal your ban if you want to get unbanned, and yeah. This is again one of those things I barely touch it. There's so many things in Tier 9 that I honestly don't play enough, because Object 752, honestly. Why are you... That's what... Honestly, you with the gun up. That thing you do, Agassi. Martin, just to be fair, you know that I am one of those mods, right? Noise, I can't believe that went in. I still can't believe... I've seen this replay before and I still can't believe that went in. Just saying that in chat because I want to see your reaction. There you go. Bans can be appealed, but a lot has to do with actually taking responsibility for whatever it is you did. No, oof, that's a big hit to take, but nicely managed so far. This is something I'm still surprised that you did this, Agassi, because you actually moved in. It's like danger. Especially with the shark there as well. Who is not actually helping his teammate, which is helpful, but still. And the thing is that this tank isn't bad. I just can't really make it work right. Good morning, Daniel. Let's see. Are you going to survive this? 4 HP. Oh no, no, don't run, don't. Ah! That still creeps me out so much. There you go. Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever someone talks like that, I always like really doubt that that's really what happened. But that it's more like easier for you to blame us for your behavior than take responsibility for your own behavior. This is also something. This is a moment in the game where I'm still like, I don't know how you survived this. Because you got so little HP here. Oof. And then he misses, which is helpful. Oof, nice little bounce there. She's just how casual you make this look, honestly. Still can't believe you won that. But by now, the time has finished. By the time you hear this, that finished 3 minutes ago. But yeah. That also means that I'm going to end the stream. I cannot extend the timer for anyone. I'm sorry for that. I hope everyone got all their rewards. Lovely little game here, Agassi. And that's a good way to end it. So, congratulations to Jokers for getting into the grand finals. And congratulations to Origin and Ponda, of course, for reaching the top 3. Commiserations to Leverage for being kicked out, but top 4 is still a very good accomplishment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got all the rewards. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye bye.